B29. Night shift archivist for the City Municipal Records. Basement level 4. No windows. Just rows of grey metal shelves and the hum of the HVAC system. Job consists of taking decaying paper documents, scanning them, indexing them, putting them back in acid-free boxes. Repeat until eyes bleed or sun comes up. Prefer the silence. Upstairs, the world is loud and messy. Down here, it is just dust and dates. Live alone in a studio apartment that smells like stale toast. Sleep from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eat cereal for dinner. Watch old movies with the sound down. Existence is a flat grey line. Comfortable, safe, Thursday night. Or Friday morning. Time is fake in the basement. 2 a.m. break. Walk to the vending machine in the loading dock corridor. Only place in the building with a working light that doesn't flicker. Buy black coffee. Tastes like battery acid and burnt plastic. Drink it anyway. Someone is there. Usually empty. A woman standing by the open bay doors. Wearing navy blue coveralls. Reflector vest hanging off one shoulder. Messy bun, dark hair escaping everywhere. She's holding a cigarette but not smoking it. Just looking at the rain hitting the asphalt outside. I freeze. Social battery is at 0%. She turns. Eyes are tired. Dark circles matching mine. She nods. I nod. Look at my shoes. Walk back to the scanner. Heart rate slightly elevated for no reason. Next night, 2 a.m. Routine demands coffee. Walk to the dock. She is there, again, sitting on a stack of wooden pallets. Eating a sandwich wrapped in foil. She looks up. Mouth full. She waves with the hand holding the sandwich. I wave back awkwardly. Get my coffee. Stand near the machine. Don't want to intrude. Don't want to leave. She swallows. Points to the rain. Wet one, she says. Voice is raspy. Scratchy like old vinyl. Yeah, I say. Flooded the subway tunnels near 4th, she adds. Oh. Rats are going to be moving up. Right. Brilliant conversation. I sip the battery acid. She takes another bite. I'm Val, she says. Maintenance. Anon, I say. Archives. She nods. The mole people. I almost smile. Basically. Cool, she says. Silence stretches. Not uncomfortable. Just heavy. I finish coffee. Back to the dust, I say. Don't let the ghosts bite, she says. Walk back to desk. Scanner sound seems louder than usual. Week passes. See Val every night at 2 a.m. It becomes a thing. Don't acknowledge it's a thing. Just show up. Sometimes we talk. Sometimes we just stand there and watch the trucks unload upstairs. Learn she fixes the HVAC systems, climbs into the vents, oils the gears, replaces the filters. Building is like a giant lung, she says one night. And I'm the inhaler. I laugh. Actually laugh. Sound is rusty in my throat. She grins. Has a chipped front tooth. Makes her look dangerous and 10 years old at the same time. Tuesday. I bring an extra granola bar. Chocolate chip. Leave it on the pallet where she sits. Don't say anything. She finds it. Looks at me. Brows raise. She opens it. Eats it in 2 bites. Better than the gruel from the machine, she says. It's organic. I lie. It's the cheapest brand from the dollar store. She knows. She winks. Fancy. Next night. There is a small metal object on my scanning desk. A gear. Brass. Polished clean. Sitting on top of a 1920 census report. Pick it up. Heavy. Cold. Put it in my pocket. Run my thumb over the teeth while I work. Feel grounded. See her at 2 a.m. She's covered in grease. Black smudge across her forehead. Found it in the intake on level 6, she says. Doesn't look at me. Cleaning her fingernails with a multi-tool. It's cool, I say. From the original elevator engine, she says. 1950s tech. Indestructible. Like this building, I say. Building is falling apart, she corrects. That's why I have a job. We stand in silence for 10 minutes. She smells like machine oil and peppermint gum. It's a good smell, better than old paper. Month goes by. Routine shifts. I start rushing the 1 a.m. batch. Scan faster. Typo rate increases slightly. Don't care. Need to be at the dock at 1:55 a.m. Just in case. One night, she's not there. Wait until 2:10 a.m. Wait until 2:20 a.m. Coffee goes cold. Chest feels tight. Probably busy. Probably a pipe burst. Go back to basement. Can't focus. Reread the same birth certificate 4 times. Name is John Doe. Born 1942. Who cares? Check watch every 3 minutes. Shift ends at 6 a.m. Walk out to the parking lot. Sun is trying to break through grey smog. See her old pickup truck. Still there. She usually leaves before me. Walk past it. Hesitate. Keep walking. Don't be a creep. Get in my car. Drive home. Don't sleep well. Dream about gears grinding together. Next night, she's there, arm in a sling, face pale. What happened? I ask. Too loud. Voice echoes in the loading bay. She shrugs, winces. Slipped on a wet catwalk. Dislocated shoulder. Jesus. Pop it back in, good as new, she says. She is clearly in pain, sweat on her upper lip. You should be home, I say. Hourly wage, baby, she says. Rent doesn't pay itself. She tries to open a bag of chips with one hand. Struggles. Bag slips. I step forward, pick up the bag, open it, hand it to her. Fingers brush. Her hand is rough, calloused, warm. Thanks, she mutters. She eats a chip. You look like you saw a ghost, she says. Worried, I say. Don't look at her. About the archives? No. She stops chewing. Oh, rain hammers the metal roof. Loud, drowns out the hum of the vending machine. I'm fine, she says softly. Tougher than I look. You look pretty tough, I say. She smiles. It reaches her eyes this time. Sit, she says. Pats the pallet next to her. I sit, close, shoulders almost touching. Smell the peppermint and oil. And something else. Lavender laundry detergent. We eat chips until the bag is empty. I miss my scanning quota that night. Don't care. 2 months later, bring her a book. Found it in the discard pile. Manual of Industrial Mechanics, 1965. Hardcover. Illustrations are hand-drawn. Give it to her at break. She runs her hand over the cover. Traces the gold lettering. Nerd, she says, but she tucks it inside her vest like it's a treasure. Got you something too, she says. Pulls out a thermos. Not the vending machine stuff. Homemade soup, she says. Potato and leek. My grandma's recipe. She pours some into the plastic cup lid. Steam rises. Hands it to me. I taste it. Salty. Creamy. Warmth spreads through my chest. Good, she asks. Best thing I've eaten in years, I say. Not lying. Good, she says. Looks pleased. Kicks her boots against the concrete. I hate cooking for one, she says. Always make too much. I can help with the leftovers, I say. Deal. It becomes a new ritual. 2 a.m. Picnic on the loading dock. She brings Tupperware, stews, pasta, weird casseroles. I bring drinks, sparkling water, juice. Sometimes I bring fruit. We eat sitting on the floor. Lean against the wall. Talk about everything. She hates birds, says they are government drones. Half joking, I tell her about the weirdest death certificates I find. Death by molasses flood. Death by falling cow. She laughs until she snorts. I memorize the sound. Start feeling restless on weekends. Apartment feels too quiet. Catch myself looking at the clock at 2 a.m. on Saturday, wondering what she's doing. Probably sleeping. Or partying. Probably has a boyfriend. Never asks. Scared of the answer. Look at the brass gear on my nightstand. Spin it. Monday. Walk into work. Supervisor stops me. Budget cuts, he says. Need you to double the output. Or what? Or we downsize. Panic. Cold spike in my gut. Need this job. Need the routine. Go to basement. Work like a machine. Skip 2 a.m. break. Can't afford the time. Scan. Flip. Scan. Stomach growls. Ignore it. 3 a.m. Door to the archive opens. Heavy metal creak. Look up. Val is standing there, holding a plastic container. She looks out of place among the paper. Too alive. Too colorful. You stood me up, she says. Work, I say. Voice cracks. Boss is on my back. She walks over, looks at the stacks of paper. That's a lot of dead people, she says. Sets the container on my desk. Eat. Can't. Grease on the documents. She rolls her eyes, pulls up a stool, opens the container. Lasagna. She takes a plastic fork, stabs a piece, holds it to my mouth. Open, she commands. I stare at her. She waits. I open. She feeds me. Chewing feels loud in the silent room. I'll help, she says. What? I'll prep. You scan. You can't. Security clearance. Who's gonna know? The ghosts? She grabs a box, starts removing staples. Her hands are fast, deft, used to working with tools. We work in tandem. She preps. Hands me the page. I scan. She takes it back, files it. Rhythm. Flow. We clear the backlog in 3 hours. Supervisor will be confused. Don't care. 5:30 a.m. Done. Slump in chairs. Exhausted. She has dust on her nose. You saved me, I say. That's what partners do, she says. Partners. Word hangs in the air. She looks at the clock. Shifts over. She stands up. Stretches. Back cracks. Walk me to my car, she asks. Yeah. We walk out. Sky is purple. Dawn coming. Air is cold. Crisp. Reach her truck. She turns to me. Fumbles with keys. Drops them. We both bend down. Heads bump. Ouch, she laughs. We stand up. Close. Very close. Can see the flecks of gold in her eyes. Can count her eyelashes. My heart is hammering against my ribs. Do something. Say something. Brain is static. She reaches out. Fixes my collar. Hand lingers on my neck. Thumb brushes my pulse point. She must feel it racing. See you tonight, Anon, she whispers. See you, Val. She gets in the truck. Drives away. I stand in the empty lot. Touch my neck where her hand was. Skin feels electric. Realize I'm smiling. Face hurts from smiling. Go home. Can't sleep. Clean my apartment. Throw out the dead plants. Open the curtains. Let the light in. Buy a new shirt. Not grey. Blue, like her coveralls. Next week. Routine is different now. Anticipation. The basement feels less like a tomb. More like a waiting room. She starts bringing books too. Technical manuals. Sci-fi novels. We read during breaks. Shoulder to shoulder. Reading the same page. Sometimes she falls asleep. Head on my shoulder. I don't move. Don't breathe. Watch the dust motes dance. Feel the weight of her. It's a grounding weight. Anchor. One night. Heavy snowstorm. Roads are bad. Building is almost empty. Just us and the security guard sleeping in the booth. Power flickers. Dies. Emergency lights kick on. Red glow. Eerie. HVAC stops humming. Silence is absolute. I sit in the dark basement. Wait. Hear footsteps running. Val bursts in. Flashlight beam cutting the red dark. You okay? She asks. Breathless. Yeah. Just dark. Generator didn't kick over. Need to go to the roof to reset the breaker manually. Okay? Come with me? She asks. Voice is small. I hate the dark. Surprised. She fights giant machines, but fears the dark. I'm coming, I say. Grab my coat. We climb the stairs. 20 flights. Legs burn. She holds my hand. Grip is tight. Palm is sweaty. I squeeze back. Reach the roof. Wind is howling. Snow is sideways, freezing. She points the flashlight at the breaker box. Hold this, she yells over the wind. Hands me the light. She opens the box. Gloves off. Needs dexterity. Hands are shaking from cold. She struggles with the switch. It's frozen stuck. Damn it, she curses. I step closer. Block the wind with my body. Try now, I say. She pulls. Grunts. Snap. Breaker flips. Hum returns. Lights on the street below flicker on. She turns to me. Shivering violently. Teeth chattering. We did it, she says. She looks blue. We need to get inside, I say. Wrap my coat around her. Over her vest. Pull her close. Huddle for warmth. She buries her face in my chest. You're warm, she mumbles. Stay like that for a minute. Snow piling on us. World doesn't exist. Just the heat between us. We go back down. Stop at the break room. It's warm there. She keeps my coat on. Sits on the table. I stand between her knees, rubbing her arms to warm her up. Friction. Heat. She looks up at me. Hair wet. Cheeks flushed. Anon, she says. Yeah? You're not just a mole person. No? No, you're my favorite person. Chest constricts. Good kind of pain. You're mine too, I say. Truth spills out. Unchecked. She smiles. Slow. Lazy. She leans forward, presses her forehead against mine. Tip of her nose brushes mine. Going to kiss you now, she whispers. Warning. Invitation. Okay. I breathe. She does. Tastes like snow and peppermint. Soft. Surprisingly gentle. Hands in my hair. Pulling me closer. I hold her waist, anchor her. Kiss ends. We stay there. Foreheads touching. Breathing same air. Took you long enough, she says. I was busy scanning, I say. She laughs. I laugh. 6 months later. Still night shift. Still basement. But now there is a plant on my desk. Fern, Val gave it to me. It needs low light, she said. Like you. I water it every night. Talk to it when she's not there. Tell it I'm happy. 2 a.m. break. Not a break anymore. It's a date. Every night. We sit on the loading dock, or the roof if it's nice, or the basement if it's not. Doesn't matter. Last Tuesday, she brings a key, slides it across the table. Spare key to my place, she says. My cat needs feeding when I work doubles. Just the cat? I ask. She smirks. Maybe the owner too. Pick up the key. Put it on my ring. Right next to the archive key. Fits perfectly. I make good eggs, I say. I know, she says. I've seen you eat cereal. You need practice. Finish shift. Walk to her truck, hand in hand. Sun is coming up. Doesn't look grey anymore. Looks gold. Pink. Hopeful. She squeezes my hand. Ready to go home? She asks. Look at her. Messy hair. Grease smudge on chin. Eyes bright. Yeah, I say. I'm ready. Get in the truck. Drive into the morning. Archive is just a job. Basement is just a room. Real life is sitting next to me, driving a beat-up Ford, humming off-key to the radio. Life is good. Be me. Happy.